Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the den. We're going to share another shave, which is brought to us by Peter Province number 63. It's one of my favorite soaps. Lasted a long time. I've had this for years. And it's, if you kind of squint a little bit, you can still see the impression on the top of that soap. Well, I don't know. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Maybe it's my imagination. But love this stuff. We are trying, because vacation is looming up, we're going to the Shaving Cadre's second convention in Las Vegas. So looking for travel razors, and I stumbled on this one. I've used it before, but you guys haven't seen it for a long time. Is this little stubby Gillette Tech. It came in this little box. So it's got, you know, room for blades, and there's your little handle and your little top there. I think, well, I'm pretty sure there was at one time a little cameo on the top here, which might indicate that this is was intended for ladies razors, but I don't know. It's little, it probably would travel real good, so it's definitely on the considering thing. It's dated J4, which would be what, GHIJ 61, 62, 63, 64J. 64 in the fourth quarter. I don't know for sure, but it does. A lot of texts don't have the embossed, stamped in there Gillette, so it's kind of neat. Today I'm using just a blue synthetic brush. You can see how good a lather this PDP 63 makes. It's a triple milled soap and just good stuff. So let's get at it here. A little later in the day to do a shave, but I didn't do one yesterday. They got away from me. Usually I do shaves on Mondays, Wednesdays, and then Fridays, and then give myself a couple days off. But today I'm doing a Monday, Thursday, and I'll probably do one on Friday. This lather looks a little thin. Well, we'll see. There's a 15-second load, so worst that can happen is it won't be as slick as usual. This is a super mild razor, so I guess it ought to be, because you're not going to have near as much control with a short little handle like that. When this was made, there was a lot of, 1964 is TWA was a big deal for traveling the world. Jet Airlines was kind of a new thing, and so world traveling. So, getting the weight down, tiny little travel razors was kind of a fad then. So I have this one. I have a little German one that probably made by Muller, but instead of having just one little short thing, it has a second one that attaches to the end of that. I'll probably try that one next shave. In all likelihood, I'm probably going to end up taking my Vector with me, because this Vector fits just fine in a prescription drug bottle. Because of my infirmities, I end up with a lot of those pill bottles. Oh, what blade am I using today? That's another story of things I've accumulated and forgotten about. Here it is. I'm using Gillette Blacks. 7 o'clock, the black handle. These are made in India. got a whole mess of Wizametz, as you know. They're made in Russia, and a lot of fine Gillette blades are made there. Rumor is that they're going to be moving a lot of production out of Russia and out to India. Obviously, it's going to make a lot of difference because the machinery is going to be the same. Maybe the local suppliers of the steel might be different, but it's going to be fine. I have never done durability tests on razor blades because I've got enough of them that, and when they start to tug or pull, I just put another one in, and I'm scooping some lather out of the bowl instead of working with what's in the brush, and everything is just fine. It's rolling all over the place, making a horrific mess. That's fine. So let's do 3 passes just to see how this feels. So far, the first pass, unbelievably mild. This was my favorite blade, like I said, before I ended up with Wizametz. Which I thought was going to go out of production. But apparently they're still being made, so I guess I still have enough of those. I'll never have to buy a DE blade again with as many razors or blades that I've got. This little razor's doing a pretty good job, other than being a little bit tricky to hold on to. I have to be a little more careful down here where, being that my face is not shaped like a block of cheese, square-sided. You have to kind of be careful about your angles. Other than that, the blade is no problem, and the razor is staying mild enough that it's not giving me any trouble. And this 63 has a pretty good residual slickness. So where I'm slinging lather still all over the place. Where it's where was I going with that? Must not have been important. Went clear out of my mind right in mid-sentence. Well, mind is a terrible thing, they say. This is something quite rare. You're not going to see this very often, but we'll see just how mild this razor is by doing what was I doing? I came in like this last time, so I'm going to go out like this on this one. Just going across the face in all 4 directions. So whatever whiskers are popping up, we're going to get them all this time. This is where it's kind of tricky, but if it was tiny, you can just kind of roll it around in your hands. Tiny also, this thing is very small as far as the diameter of the handle. So you have to really kind of grip onto it. It's a good thing it's got some nice knurling on it, otherwise it'd be falling out of my hand, and then you run the risk of doing the not so good thing of moving the blade longitudinally, which can result in cuts, and we don't like that very much. As you can see, good grief, I got lather all over the place. I made a horrific mess here, but it's not bad. I'm still cutting whiskers, so my guess is I have not found the optimal angle for this particular little razor. I feel like I'm riding the cap because it doesn't feel like I'm getting a whole lot of stretch until I get like right under here. I can feel it attacking the whiskers, but I'm not getting a lot of blade feel out of it. That's 4 passes, and there's enough slickness here I can kind of feel on here and see where we're doing. I got just a couple hairs here that we're gonna whack off. Porcelain smooth face right now, and I'm not going anywhere, so that's perfectly fine. Please myself, I'll be smelling like PDP 63. I picked up, as you probably have mentioned, I haven't had the actual 63 aftershave until fairly recently. So I picked it up from Amazon. I think I got it from Amazon. I'm not sure. I picked it up anyway, along with another cake of the soap, despite the fact that this one is still lasting a good long time. Oh, that's what it does. I needed to build up a little bit to get my free shipping, so it didn't come from Amazon. I'm on Prime there. So, just a little bit of Thayer's lemon. Working on that. Used by December 1st of 21. So we're a little... The fact that I shave every other day probably has something to do with how much witch hazel I'm using. Now we're going to use the 63's aftershave balm. It comes in a tube sticker, just a plain aluminum thing with a sticker on it. I squeeze a dab on my hand, about Brill cream size. Wipe it on there. I'm sure it's got all the oils and sauces and marinades. It's gonna keep my skin good. It has that lovely 63 fragrance. I bought the cake of the shower soap too, and it was very strong, that soap. I put it in the shower. You smell it clear out to the hallway. It was almost like incense. And I think that's what some people use those designer soaps, or those little cakes of soap that my wife gets. You can smell them all over the place. So I got my own manly scented one. 63's smelling real good. It's not as intense with the aftershave. If I wanted to really get strong scent, I could take a squirt or two from the EDT, which is what I was using as aftershave before I knew about the existence of the aftershave balm. Just a little just a little bit. I missed my face both times. A little bit of the peripheral got me. So that's it for today's shave. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Major Rich, and you'll find me at theshavingcodger.com. In a couple weeks, if you happen to be in Vegas, you may see us there. I plan on doing a shave with my friends. We'll have we'll do a live broadcast on the Drinks and Daves channel, and I'll probably have content here on this channel too, from the TSC Con. I don't know what all we'll be doing. Probably just yucking it up and having a good time together, because that's mostly what we do. There's some shave stuff happening, but for the most part, we just enjoy each other's company. And that's one of the good things about theshavingcodger.com. You might enjoy some camaraderie and fellowship that we have there, while sharing daily task of taking these whiskers off our face. Thanks so much for coming, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.